We're kindly insisting each member of the wedding party chip in $650 for expenses. I gasped so many times and I still had 4 pages left. Let's be respectful and take this offline, please. To me, that is a declaration of war. Today, I'm going to be reading one of the most insane Reddit posts I've ever seen in the subreddit wedding shaming. There's a reason that this one has 54,000 upvotes. Trust and believe. The title is Wedding Date Changed Last Minute to a Weekday in Another State. The subject of the first email says important ! Date change. Hi everyone, we want to make you aware of a critically important update. The ceremony date is now June 27 and the location has changed. Please note this down carefully. We have decided we want to have a church ceremony in addition to our planned beach ceremony and reception. The officiant of our choice does not do weddings at locations outside of his church. Having a church ceremony is very important to us morally and ethically. We are canceling the beach ceremony to spare redundancies. There will still be a reception on the beach. The ceremony will now be Friday, June 27 at 2 p.m. in Oregon. The reception will be the following day at Port Angeles, Washington. If you cannot make the 27th, we understand, but please be aware that this will be the only opportunity to participate in professional photos. Did you guys realize that the ceremony is going to be the 27th in Oregon, and then the next day they're doing the reception the next day, but in Washington, a whole other state away? Take me off the mailing list at this point. This is a continuation of the first email. Okay, it says in all caps, Bridesmaids. We kindly ask you to wear this yellow dress for the 27th. Still reserve the gray dress you already purchased to wear on the 28th. After viewing the interior of the church, gray would just not work. Thanks. Groomsmen. Yellow ties will be provided for you on the day of the ceremony. If you have any concerns, go ahead and reach out to our super girly wedding planner. Thanks. Can't wait to celebrate with you. So that's the entire first email. They're now asking the bridesmaids to kindly wear this dress. They link a dress now. It's a yellow dress. For the 20, now they want a separate dress for the 27th for all these bridesmaids to wear. So the groomsmen get the yellow ties provided for them. Okay, what about the bridesmaids? Can you provide them with the yellow dresses that now you're inconveniencing them to get? The OP writes, from a bridesmaid coming from halfway across the country, also a relative of the groom. She replied to the email saying this. Am I understanding the above message correctly to mean your wedding ceremony is now on a weekday during the day? If so, I have to admit I am pretty surprised and disappointed. My family booked tickets months in advance to travel to Washington, and the church appears to be several hours away, necessitating another hotel stay. Between that and the unexpected day off work, we can't afford this extra day. I was not participating for the party aspect so much as the special memory of seeing you and the other person get married and be a part of that milestone. If I'm misunderstanding something or if there's another ceremony that will be happening on the 28th, I apologize for the confusion, but please let me know as soon as possible. Someone responds to this email of the bridesmaid who is traveling halfway across the country and says this in response. Let's be respectful and take this offline, please. Ladies, friendly reminder, contact blank directly with any concerns so as to not spam everyone's inbox. K thanks. They wrote K thanks, by the way, with single letter K, THX, exclamation point. To me, that is a declaration of war. Let's be respectful and take this offline. The whole thing is online. It's sent through an email. They're like, let's not do this over email, even though the initial email was through the internet, online. Let's not do that, please. Okay, we can do that, but you can't. We don't want to hear from you. Okay, just go contact this random person who's going to tell you who's going to tell you to keep it online, who's going to tell you to just reply to the email. I would do everything but not come at that point. If you replied to my email that with showing my concern and saying, she's like, I really wanted to see the special memory of you guys getting married. If I said that and you responded with, don't spam everyone's email, I'm not even showing up. I'm going to spam you with my non-existence. I'm going to take it offline forever. You're never going to see me again. The next email totally disregards everything that was said by that other person. They've been X'd out. And this one says, quick updates and reminders. Hi everyone. We are so excited to have you as members of our wedding party. Thank you to those who actually care and stuck with us. Damn! She's like, thanks for those of you that actually care about us. And stuck with us as we travel from state to state, getting married in different places. A few quick notes, to-dos, and FYIs. General, we will no longer be using a wedding planner. Blank and I are just too quirky to fit in a box. We're doing things our own way. Please do not contact Megan with any more questions. She is no longer involved with the planning of the wedding. Please come early on the 28th because we have been unable to secure enough chairs. We won't really need them. We'll be dancing all night. If you're in the wedding party, you are not expected to send a gift. Your presence at our special day is gift enough. As previously stated, we are unable to accommodate any dietary needs or requests. Please bring your own food if you require that. Is this satire? What do you mean? We can't accommodate your dietary requests. You're not accommodating anyone or anything. Also, they're no longer using a wedding planner. What happened there? She's like, don't contact Megan anymore. So now you have to bring your own food. There's no wedding planner. There not even are enough chairs. This feels like prison. Okay, next email. Oh, it's still continuing. Okay. It says, after careful consideration, we have decided that with the exception of our boys, this wedding will be child-free. That does also include the reception. Please plan accordingly. We'll have special goodie bags for all members of the wedding party available for pickup at the venue. Spoiler alert, it includes a plant, so if you're traveling internationally, please plan accordingly. There's a lot of accordingly planning going on here. Bridesmaids, if you are over 5'5", please get these flats instead of the initially requested heels. Makeup will be $300 per person per day. You don't have to get it if you don't want to on the 28th, but we kindly insist all bridesmaids get it on the 27th if they want to be in any photos. For reception day, we will be getting ready starting at 6:45 a.m. at our Airbnb. For ceremony day, we'll be getting ready at the venue, time to be announced. If you are not there on the 28th by 7 a.m., you will not be let in. To ensure things run on a timely schedule, nobody wants a repeat of the batch. That's what they wrote. They just wrote batch. I'm assuming bachelor party. And then not even that. They're like, makeup's going to be $300. $300 per person per day. So if they're doing both days, that's $600 worth of makeup. And then the flats they have to buy. And then they have to buy a new dress. Then they have to pay for a hotel. For reception day, we're going to be getting ready starting at 6:45 for reception. What are you going to do the whole day from 6:45? What time is this reception? And they're like, if you're not there by 7 in the morning, you're not going to be let in. Are you having a reception at 7 in the morning? Okay, I wouldn't show up, but let's continue. Groomsmen. Oh my, there's more. And there's more. Groomsmen. Per tradition, the groom cannot see the bride prior to the ceremony, so unfortunately, there is nowhere for you all to get ready on the 28th. Since you basically just need ties, this is no biggie. Some people were going to get together at blank pub beforehand. Feel free to coordinate amongst yourselves. I'm speechless. These, just don't even go at this point. Don't even go. This sounds like a nightmare. There's nowhere for you guys to get ready on the 28th. Just figure it out. Go to the bar. Go do whatever you men do. Figure it out, you guys. Plan accordingly. Okay, great. Don't contact Megan. She's no longer a part of this. Yeah. The next email says, hi, a few quick updates and gentle reminders. After careful consideration, we have decided there will be no speeches. Only confirmed Catholic bridesmaids and groomsmen are permitted to stand with us during the ceremony. Not our rules, the church's. Sawi. They actually wrote SOWWY. That's how it's spelled. So I just had to read it like that. I would never say that. That was kind of awkward. Some of you have not paid the $25 per plate per person deposit for food, which sets a poor example to the other guests, as y'all are the wedding party. We are kindly insisting each member of the wedding party. This can't be real. This is a joke. We're kindly insisting each member of the wedding party chip in $650 for expenses. I am sorry I have to ask at this point, but it is customary for the wedding party to just offer. And they put the smiley face. Oh, I'm gonna keep reading. If you don't drink, we gently suggest you seriously consider whether or not you really want to come to the reception. This is meant to be a once-in-a-lifetime celebration, and it only takes one wet blanket to snuff out everyone's fire. This is a personal choice for you to make. We will offer translation services for those who need them. Please direct your guests who require such services to sit in the back on the left at both functions. There will be 30 minutes of open bar before the guests arrive as a thank you to our number one ever wedding party. Love you all. And then they put like the little sad face and then the hands up. I know Megan is reading this CC'd on the email still, probably, and she's like, I dodged a bullet for sure. Megan is the one I respect the most out of all these. Everything that's happening right now, I'm like, good job. I'm proud of you, Megan. Wherever you are. It takes one wet blanket to snuff out everyone's fire. That's what I would consider this email to be. A giant wet blanket on what was supposed to be a fun celebration. We have $300 per person per day. So that's $600 for the makeup. Then it's $25 a plate. Then $650 just because. Because why not? Hello, we're getting married. Pay for it. Send us money. Okay, so far. $1,275 just for, and I'm not even including the hotel, extra hotel. And then now they have to buy the dresses and the flats if you're over 5'5". That's what we're at so far. Also, if you don't drink alcohol, don't come because you're going to ruin the good times we're having right now with our 17 emails. How would they know if someone's Catholic or not? And then is that important? What do you guys think about this? I've never heard of this before. The next email says, "Hey ladies and himbos, would anyone be interested in helping us get a wedding cake? You'll be shouted out specifically during the ceremony. If so, it has to be dairy-free. Thanks so much. Love you all." And I'm going to love saving money by not coming to this. The last email in bold caps says, "Important, read this." And it says, "If you are no longer participating in our wedding, pulling out just days before the ceremony, we totally understand. But please be advised, we won't forget who stood with us or not." With a heart. With the, the sideways thing with the heart, with the 3. And that's the last email. Let's read the comments, shall we? She says, "As previously stated, we are unable to accommodate any dietary needs or requests." Then turns around and requests for dairy-free cake. What a joke. Actually, that's true. I didn't even catch that. That's a good catch. That's a good catch. Not to mention a bridesmaid attempting to double check what the hell's going on and immediately getting shamed for it. Please reach out to our rockstar planner, Megan. Next email, Megan is no longer our planner. Wonder why. Glad I'm not the only one who slipped the disc cringing at Sawi. I know. Me, same. So did I. The fact that she still has bridesmaids is absolutely insane to me. Or literally anyone reading these emails at this point. This brings up a good point. We are dancing the night away at the reception, but I have to be at your Airbnb by 7 a.m. when I know the bride and groom will want to go out and celebrate after their very long and very well-planned Catholic wedding. I gasped so many times and I still had 4 pages left. I'm surprised that they have any friends who would want to be involved in this nightmare. Oh my God, they're 47 and 33 years old. Okay. Yeah, the craziest part for sure was the $650. Like such a specific number too, $650 for expenses. Okay, I need a list, a detailed, itemized list, please. I need a receipt of what the $650 is gonna pay for. Please plan accordingly and get me that itemized receipt. Thank you. If you having a wedding depends on other people paying for it, then you shouldn't be having that wedding. Are you gonna show up for your friends the way they showed up for you for this wedding? Just think about that. Are you willing to do the same thing they're doing for you? Pay $650. Be Catholic and be under 5'5", wear the heels and the dresses and all. Are you willing to do all of that? Because I guarantee most people don't do that. They expect a lot, and then after their wedding's over, oh, my single friend that was my bridesmaid's getting married. Sorry, I'm busy. Oh, I have kids now. Can't get a babysitter. Can't do that. It's like never reciprocated, right? So that's what I'm saying. Don't ask too much of people. You want me to bring my own food to your wedding? And then you want me to bring my own chair too? You want to pull up a chair too? Since they're not going to have enough chairs. Why are we doing this? Save your money. Save my money because you want me to pay for this. I need to save my money. Let's all save our money and just not do this. Maybe a vacation would be cheaper than this is all I'm saying. I don't need to go to Oregon and Washington I'm not really interested in that. I'm not. Now, Italy, if you want to go somewhere in Italy, I might be able to put that on a credit card. But look, if it's in Switzerland, I count $650. What about $750? I'm willing to do that. Turks and Caicos, I might be able to. That changes things. Yeah, I might be able to come. Actually, I've had a change of heart. But for Oregon and Washington, I'm gonna have to pass.